So this one would actually look a lot like the Post-it. It's f of x is equal to, and you've got three, oh, that's not a very good set bracket there. I can do the left one better than I can the right one anyway. X plus 4, and then sometimes they say if, or they put a comma, x is less than 1. 2, if it is between 1 and 4, and this one is equal, x is less than 4. And then x minus 5 will give me, is when it's x is greater than or equal to 4. So it looks a lot like that one on the Post-it, very similar to it. Is the domain all real numbers? Is there any, in that one there was an open dot at -1 because a -1 didn't have a y value. Does every number have a y value here? Well, you can look at them. 1 doesn't have one here, but it does here. And then everything from 1 up to 4. 4 doesn't have a y here, but does it have a y here? And then everything to the right of it. So the domain actually is all real numbers. I don't even want to estimate what the range would be because I'd have to get a feel for what's going on with these. So we're going to do f of 0. We're going to do f of 5. And we're going to do f of 3. So now which part of the problem is 0? Is it less than 1, between 1 and 4, or bigger than or equal to 4? Less than 1. So we've got 0 plus 4, which is 4. So 0, 4 is your y-intercept. That's where it's going to cross. Okay, and these would be a great one to graph. Slope is 1, y-intercept's 4, rise and run 1. This is a little horizontal line going through 2, and then this is another line slope of 1 over 1, and y-intercept of -5. So that would be a great one to draw. And then where's 5? McKinley, where's 5 in this one? Where does it fit? First one, second one, or third one? The third one. So it would be 5 minus 5, which is 0. Now, just by coincidence, I'm giving you some that's giving you the x-axis, y-axis. I just picked some numbers. So our x-intercept, y-intercept, that was just a coincidence. And Jude, where's the third one? Where's the f of, where is 3? That's your x, remember? It's in the second one, between 1 and 4. And every number, like this one over here, everything between these two numbers. Now over here on 2, one of them's a solid dot, but in this case, all of these have a y value of 1, and in this case, all of these numbers, including 1, have a y value of 2. So it would just be 2, no work to it. Now this is a case where I would recommend you use your alpha x key because the arithmetic's just not as messy. And if I had given you one that was, well, and that's where I want to show you a new trick. So we'll just hold that thought here in just a minute. Let's do f of x is equal to, and there's just 2 of them. Let's do 6/5 x minus 2 if x is less than 5, and 2/5 x plus 2 if x is greater than or equal to 5. Well, that's every number on the x-axis. Okay, and we're going to do f of 1. Actually, you are going to do f of 1, and you're going to do f of 6. So what do you need to do first? You need to decide where are those numbers in your domain, over here, and plug them in and see what the y is going to be. These are 2 lines. They both have positive slope. And I would use my alpha x key. I think the arithmetic is a little bit easier, and I'm going to show you one that you would definitely want to use your alpha x key, or another shortcut that we use. Did you get both of these? And I got, if you use the alpha x key, I got this. And then if you did it just straight across, it gave you this one. Is this what y'all got? Okay, now look at your work if you missed it. And then on this one, depending on how you typed it in, I either got 22/5 or 4.4. Yes, that's what I'm fixing to show you. Yes, now fraction to decimal is easy. You know, if I say 17 over 6, just divide it, and 17 divided by 6, and it gives you, there is a key to change it, but to me it's easier to just go 17 divided by 6. But you want to know, and we use it a lot, because Ms. Brown will say specifically, I want the exact answer. And I'll give you an example of one that it would be very difficult to see the exact. And it's called, and we call it math. Let's see, what do we want to write? We want to say decimal to fraction. But the key is math. Now, it actually would be math inner, but we call it math frac. And I'll show it to you. Let's do, let's do 48 divided by 7. No, 48 divided by, what was I fixing to do? 14. Let's do that one. Okay, there's my decimal. Ms. Brown says I got to write it exact. And I don't see the pattern because I think a denominator 14 is going to repeat at least 6 numbers. 4, 2, 8, 5, 7, 1, 4, 2. That's it. But you'd have to have a bar over it. Ms. Brown usually says we don't like bars much anymore as we move on up in high school. So this is where we love this key. Math right here below your alpha. And instead of calling it math 1 or math enter, we call it math frac, because it's going to take your fraction, you're going to take your decimal and change it to a fraction. When you hit enter, that's going to tell you, I'm going to take my answer and change it to a fraction in lowest terms. It will reduce it for you. 24 over 7. So it gives it to you as improper, and it gives it to you. So that's an awesome key that if you forget to use alpha x, you could use this to change your answer back to a fraction.